and eventually finds a very narrow passage. She begins crawling through it and her dress gets stuck in it again, so she pulls until she's freed and slides down in the process. Elodie tries her hardest to hold on, but her hands are wounded and tired, so she falls again and the fire in the diffuser goes out. Refusing to give out, Elodie stands up and holds onto the wall to walk, determined to reach a light she sees in the distance. After some very painful walking, she leaves the tunnel, only to almost fall off the edge of a cliff. She can still see the light on the other side, so after taking off her wedding ring and throwing it into the abyss, Elodie steps back and runs to make a big jump. The other side of the cliff is slippery and she can't hold on, but luckily as she slides down her belt gets stuck in a rock. It soon breaks, however it gives her enough time to take out the dagger and stick it into a crack to hold on. Then she uses the dagger to climb up the rest of the way and discovers the light comes from cute glowing slugs. After checking they don't bite, Elodie tears off her puffy sleeve and puts a bunch of slugs inside to make a new lantern. Then she walks a little further and finds a small lake, but when she tries to drink, she immediately spits the water out. It turns out the cave plants give it a disgusting taste. However, there is also dripping ice on the ceiling, so Elodie stands under it to catch any drops she can. Suddenly the ice starts melting faster and the light coming through it looks a bit red, so Elodie opens her eyes to discover the dragon breaking through the ice with her fire. Elodie runs away as the dragon breaks through the ice and lands in the tavern to chase after her, once again not going far because Elodie enters another tunnel too small for giant beasts. In this small tavern, Elodie finds a message on the wall that says "safe here," she cannot reach and is signed by the letter V. As she looks around, Elodie finds the dresses of many girls and on another wall, their names added through the years, including the V that belonged to a girl named Victoria. Elodie takes a moment to grieve for them before removing the bandage off her leg, which isn't looking any better. Afterward Elodie tries to sleep while hugging the lantern. Suddenly she starts seeing the ghosts of the previous sacrifices, suffering in pain, fear, and betrayal. Victoria is adding her name to the wall only to suddenly turn around and tell Elodie that it's all a lie. At that moment Elodie wakes up